Here we go again, y'all. Steph Jenkins, the Resilient Jenkins herself, is back in the kitchen, and honestly, I don't know if I should be calling it cooking or chemistry at this point.
Let's make some dinner from a family of 7 living in a motel room. So just recently I found out my family actually enjoys lentils, so I wanted to start making those more often. I made some rice, lentils, chicken thighs, and green beans. I do the rice pretty much the same way every time. I put a little bit of butter in the pan and then saute the rice for just a little bit. Usually I like to add onion powder and chicken bouillon cubes, but I didn't have any onion powder, so I just added some of this all-purpose seasoning. And that's all for the rice. And then for the lentils, I went ahead and cut up some onions and some peppers, sauteed those up until they shrunk down quite a bit. I added the lentils, and I think I added just a little bit too much water here. This is actually one of my first times making lentils, but it actually turned out really good. I feel like it would have been 1,200 times better if I had an immersion blender and I could have blended it a little bit, but it still turned out really good. And everybody ate it, so. Except Drew. Honestly, rude, babe. Just playing. So y'all have seen me season chicken a million times, and honestly, I just seasoned it with what I had on hand. That's generally what I do. So honestly, I really prefer using brown sugar to honey, but I just didn't have any on hand. I think it comes out a little bit better with the brown sugar, but it still turned out delicious. And we like our chicken pretty well done, with burnt ends. That's how we like it, so this was how it all turned out. I really appreciate you guys watching. Much love. Bye-bye now.
So Steph's making dinner for her family of 7 in that motel room again. And this time, it's rice, lentils, chicken thighs, and green beans. Sounds normal enough, right? Wrong. Because baby, the amount of a random seasoning she throws into that pan should be a crime. Under the Spice Act of 2025. 1 minute it's onion powder. Next it's bouillon cubes then. Suddenly it's all-purpose. Seasoning like she's auditioning. For Chopped Motel Edition. And then she says she just found out her family enjoys lentils. But in the same breath admits, this is her first time ever making them. How, Steph? How do you just find out they love lentils if you've never even cooked them before? The math is not mathing. And did anyone else catch how? She admits she didn't have half the ingredients she needed, but just substitutes whatever she can find? Ma'am, that's not seasoning, that's gambling with flavor. But the real kicker? The portion sizes she's out here cooking for. 7 people she's plating. For a tasting menu at a toddler cafe, those kids are getting spoonfuls, literal spoonfuls. And then that's all, y'all. You can even hear in her tone that seconds are not an option. No wonder people keep pointing out how thin those bar kids look. And that whole "we like our chicken pretty well done" line, girl, that's not well done. That's burnt ends and regret. The food might have turned out delicious in her words, but between the random spice, roulette, the lentil confusion on the baby portions, this whole meal is giving culinary chaos and your nutritional neglect. Be honest, how many seasonings is too many seasonings? Do you think Steph actually tastes her food before serving it? Would you eat rice and lentils cooked that way? Why do you think the portions are always so small for the kids? What's the most chaotic thing you've ever seen Steph cook? I don't know what's cooking over there, but it's not balance, seasoning, or nutrition. Anyway, what do y'all think? Is Steph experimenting or just straight up winging it again? So, what do you guys think about this? Comment below and let's chat.